you know what? Can I start off with something a bit controversial?
Come on, my guy. Are we recording? We live?
Yeah, we're recording, right? But you know what it is, right? I forgot. No, I didn't forget. My controversy is that I've really grown a dislike for Mars bars.
I fucking hate Mars bars, bro. It's not
thank God.
It's not anything. I fucking hate Mars bars. If you look at a box of celebrations, the only thing left behind is fucking Mars bars. Who the fuck? Yeah. The fuck Mars bars?
All the bounties get eaten. All the galaxies, Maltesers, all of them, right? Even the Milky Ways are nice, but the Mars bars, my God, what is it with Mars bars? By the way,
fuck that.
I'm not into it.
I can't remember the last time I had a Mars bar.
Yeah, I think by mistake. You know, when you sort of like you lucky dip it into the celebrations.
I might pick it up by mistake, but I ain't eaten it.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, straight back in there.
Thank you. Actually, nobody wants you, bro.
One of my favorite picks, right? I've just done it right now. Is literally blind pick, and I got a Galaxy, not caramel. I got a Galaxy and a Malteser. Oh, so I was like, that's like better than winning the lottery, right? That's a lucky dip right there, bro. That's the type of lucky dip I like.
That's a lucky dip coming in. That's what that is.
All right, we'll see tomorrow what the Euros are.
There's no controversial there, bro. Like I hate Mars bars. I don't think we're the only ones neither. Flipping hate Mars bars.
Because
but do you know what I'm really into at the minute though? Since we're on chocolate bars, the peanut butter Kit Kat.
What do you mean
Kit Kat
into right now?
Butter.
What do you mean
like
into
right
now?
into like in the past year right now? Like because Mars bars for me are like since a child, you know, like since early teens, even primary school, you know, like 10 starting to hit double digits, and I was like, no, back then I was like, oh, this is nice as well, but now I think after like early teens, 13, 14, I just stopped liking them, and then I started discovering other flavors, you know, like Malteser, Galaxy.
Yeah, we were from a town where you know chocolate bars were late, bro. Do you know what I mean? They never made it.
Fredo was 10p. We were like, ooh, Fredo.
What's that? What is that? I think there's still 10 pence up there, you know.
No, they're not. I'm telling you, I'm trying.
They're not. They're definitely not. No, they're definitely not.
Not 10 pence. But no, that's it. And then after that, like Mars bars, I was off it. But yeah, Kit Kat peanut butter. Oh, it just hits the spot. It just hits the spot. Because I know it's the same taste as Reese's, right? But Reese's gets quite sickly.
Yeah.
Gets too sick.
It's too American for me, the Reese's, you know?
2 kilo sugars in like 5 gram bag. You're like how
too many E numbers, bruv. Like how many E's do you want in a chocolate bar? You know what I'm talking about? But no, do you remember a time, right? Or maybe just my imagination, maybe one of those paradoxes or something, right? Do you remember a time when they used to sell Kit Kats but no biscuit inside? It was just a full-on chocolate Kit Kat. Like, you know, Kit Kat's got biscuit inside, right?
Yeah. I get it. Like the wafer biscuit.
The wafer bit,
inside. Yeah.
Is it just me, or did they never exist?
I don't think they've ever existed, bro. I don't know, like, what multiverse you're talking about. This is Earth 352, advanced civilization who just thought, oh, here's a Kit Kat, just pure chocolate. And in the winter, lose your teeth because you can't snap that cunt because it's rock solid.
That's why I remember them. That's exactly why I remember. See, you know, you were there. You were at Earth 351. I remember you there. Or a version of you.
Or a version of me, yeah. No, I've never seen them like that. I've never seen them just pure one.
If anyone listening to this, right, and you know what I'm talking about, and if you're from the same multiverse that I'm from, just let me know in the comments, because I'm pretty sure they did them. It was just pure chocolate bar. But again, maybe I'm thinking of Yorkies. And I get
probably thinking of Yorkies, because the Yorkies were like not for girls, and maybe that's what you're thinking of Yorkies and all that other stuff, because that was their advertisement.
It was. I remember those. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Not and then
Whisper
or whatever it was.
Whisper came back, and it was like making they're like, everyone's like, oh my God, Whisper. But you know one chocolate bar I never really liked, even as a child? The crunchy ones.
I didn't like crunchies, and I still don't like crunchies.
Yeah, to this day I still don't like crunchies. I think I got one of those Cadbury boxes, you know, because that time of the year now in a year, the multi-selection box.
That's from last year, by the way. From last year.
No, last year's one's got a sewing kit in.
I thought that was a biscuit tins, but you're right. You're absolutely right.
Anything with a lid.
That's what we do with the Albanian styles. That's what we do, man.
Chatting shit. I got one from work because we had some event at work, and I took it, and then somebody went like, "Is there any biscuits?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? This is a sewing kit. There's a sewing kit inside, bro. Just relax. Look the other way, man."
And you were surprised when you found chocolates, right?
Yeah, I swear. Somebody went to me and went, "Oh, let me have a crunchy." I was like, "With fucking pleasure." Who the fuck has a crunchy, dickhead, weirdo?
Bro, are we living through the same thing? Because literally yesterday I got a box of the Cadburys, and the woman sat across from me. She was talking about crunchies. But I had my earphones in, so I just sort of heard crunchies. I was like, oh shit, she likes crunchies. So I gave it to her. And she was like, oh, are you sure you don't want it? And all this. I'm like, why are you pleading? Why are you building a case against it? Just take it from me, man.
Either you eat it or it's going in the bin.
It's got literally, she was like, oh, doesn't your wife want it? I was like, no. She goes, how do you know that? I said, just trust me, right? No one wants crunchies, okay? You're the only one. Just take it already, will you?
And leave.
And please, yeah, don't talk to me about crunchies. I don't know what it is. I think the honeycomb inside, it gets too built up in your teeth.
Yeah,
that's my thing, and I'm like, I can't get rid of that. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that is. I'm like, yeah, it's that noise, isn't it? Like, and then you regret it. You're like, actually, let me try, see what the fuss is all about, and you do, and you're like, no, this. I remember why I hated them.
Yeah, you always fall for it.
A decade later, you'll probably try it again and forget why you don't like them.
Every 5 years,
I think I'm going to get it tattooed. I'm going to get it tattooed inside palm of my hand. Don't eat crunchies.
So every time you do this, you're like, oh, that's why I did this, right? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. No, you're right. Yeah, that's chocolates. Obviously, it's that time of year, so we're gonna get
chocolates. Yeah, why not? Let's talk about that, bro.
Yeah, we talk about chocolate because I was thinking of something else as well, but yeah, that Kit Kat one is really now and again it just pops into my head, and I'm like,
you've dreamt it, bro. I'll be honest. I think you've dreamt it. I don't think it's ever existed a pure chocolate Kit Kat.
No.
I know they tried the white Kit Kat, and then they went down the different flavors with the filling above the wafer biscuit. But
peanut butter is the only one for me in terms of the filling.
Peanut butter is the best.
That's the only one. There's no other one about it. And the thing is, that's the sort of pleasure that you want in your mouth, where you're like. You know that noise? People listening, you know what I'm talking about, you're right.
If anybody's eating one now while they're driving or listening to this, just you know that
noise. You're doing that noise right now as you're listening.
You know what comes as a close second, right? Kinder Bueno. Love a Kinder Bueno.
But that's a different category, bro. That's
like.
That's a premium chocolate right there. That's a premium chocolate.
That's that Prem stuff.
That's up there with the Lindt. You know what I mean? The Lindt balls. That's what that's. Yeah, for me.
Or even the Lindt bars. Have you seen the little skinny Lindt bars?
Yeah,
anything Lindt, right?
Anything Lindt, I'm on it. And
those Swiss motherfuckers.
They know how to mix it. They know how to mix that chocolate, right? But do you remember as a child? I don't know if you ever did this, but I remember my sister used to do this. Mix Nutella with butter, like on a piece of bread. So she'd put butter on and then Nutella on top of it. And, you know, it had this distinctive sort of taste where you're like, I know my insides are screaming at me right now because that's way too much fat. Whatever's happening right now, it's too much.
Cholesterol. Exactly.
You're swallowing cholesterol with every bite. But that's what the Lindt chocolate reminds me of, kind of. But obviously, you know, much nicer. It's just got that extra, I don't know, maybe the Swiss butter or something. I don't know what's going on up there. They're eating the grass. What they do with the grass over there, bro? What they doing over there? But yeah, Lindt, you're right.
I do love them.
Lindt right there at the top for sure.
Yeah, up there. Yeah, no, you're right.
Speaking of things that aren't at the top, you know, Man United, Newcastle. It's
segue.
Come on. Just please, right?
You got a button, right? Have you got a button on your keyboard? I haven't got a button over here. Like we just shut it in late, like or like shots fired. What's that song? Oh no!
Yeah, it is.
It's that 50 Cent. What is that 50? Oh, what is it? D12 or something? What is that song?
No. Isn't it Bump Heads with 50 Cent and Eminem? And it's Eminem like dissing Ja Rule or something. I'm pretty sure of it.
I think so. We might have to do it.
I know which one you mean, actually. It's I think it's any.
No, sorry. I'm thinking you're right, but this is me maybe being a bit weirder to you. I'm thinking of Akon. It's this one here. Let me quickly find it on the Spotify account.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can say the name because you know our podcast is on there actually. So anyone listening, can't find Spotify. Add the SP, bro. Add the SP. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Come on now.
This one here.
Here we go.
When it plays, wait, I need to turn it up. I don't want it to be too loud. What are you doing, bro? Why are you not playing? Oh, it is playing. Oh shit, it's playing on the thing.
You need to turn it up, bro.
No. It's playing a flipping.
In the car.
It's playing through Alexa.
You just woke your daughter up with someone going convict. Gonna give her nightmares, bro. Bars shutting. Do you know what I mean?
This is it. Ready? This is what I mean. Ready? I'm gonna bring it close to the mic.
Yeah. What is that song? What is that?
It's called Gangster on Akon's first album, Trouble. I remember this because this is where we lived in the first place. You remember obviously where we went to the same primary schools, going down reminiscing. Yeah. This is the first album that was bought for me. And I remember listening to it. Yeah, the very first album. Because obviously that wire place, you know, that citrus fruit wire place that people used to
LimeWire.
get used.
Let's just be honest, bro. Let's just be honest. You know, we don't use it anymore, so you know it's LimeWire. That's what it was.
Yeah,
The amount of viruses that we got from that.
A lot of like, exactly. I think we paid our fair share, to be fair, in fucking
We did.
spies through the camera and all this other bullshit. But yeah, LimeWire.
I'm surprised I haven't seen any pictures of me, by the way, up there somewhere in the universe. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is.
But
I'm sure there is.
351 or wherever it was, 321, whatever Earth we were talking about. But no,
Yeah,
that's
351. That's what it was.
And I got that album. I was listening to it when that song came in. That song always stayed with me, like toward it, and perfect now. As soon as you mentioned Man United bottom, I was like, oh shit!
Shots fired. I love it. Do you know what? I'll see if I can snip those little bits of shots and then just add them.
Yeah, because my editing wasn't very good. I was fucking playing it through everywhere but the phone. So I'm sure like the whole house has had a bit of like. My neighbours think like, what on earth is going on in there? Who's shooting?
And we're living in the LDN as well, so you know I'm not surprised. You know, it's not far fetched for that to happen. So
no, most certainly it's not.
No, I was going to say if anyone hearing shots, it's just Akon. All right, that's it. That's why he went to jail afterwards with the bars shut in. So you know,
yeah,
can't be because he took shots.
He was locked down.
Yeah,
he
took
locked
shots.
Down.
Right, so no, one of my favorite. So since you talk about Akon, right? My favorite Akon song has to be Ghetto. Has to be,
yeah,
and it always will be Ghetto.
Quality, man.
It's such a great song. Like the lyrics, the music, just everything about it, and the way that Akon, you know, performed. It's just too good. It's too good. But anyways, let's just.
Have you heard that story very quickly while we're on Akon? Because I'm a huge fan of it. I do like it. When he talks about Eminem coming into the studio, have you heard that? And he's like, oh, somebody played a beat and I did something. Like I went on it and I did a few bits and bobs, and Eminem said, all right, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. And they're like, what are you doing? Like, it's ready now. It's like, no, it's 5 o'clock. I don't treat you anything more than work. I come in at 9, I finish at 5, I have lunch, all that kind of stuff, right? And then apparently he drops a verse, and then Akon's like, oh, okay, right, here you go, I take it. He's like, and then Eminem goes, oh, I thought it was for you. And he's like, inside, I was like, yes, because this was to smack that, this whole beat to smack that, and the song for smack that. And he's like, yeah, and apparently he said he's got 2 more songs with Eminem. Yeah, exactly. That just hits differently.
Love that, bro. Love that. And
that's when he was bringing up the Akon, Slim Shady, and Akon and Snoop Dogg as well. The whole I Wanna Love You, which was a clean version too. I Wanna
Love. That's a tune, bro. Oh, hey, you're really taking me down reminiscent lane now. Do you know what? Let me hit you with one more, right? Let me hit you with one more reminiscent. Not Akon, but do you remember Chameleonaire?
Ah.
Do you remember that track? And I think you'll know which one I'm talking about. It's called Turn It Up. Oh, wait. Let me. Do you know what? Since you've done some sampling, let me put some sampling. Guys, you're gonna have to bear with us because we're going down that route now.
They don't have to bear with us. What are you talking about? These we're giving music recommendations here for those long journeys. People are gonna be like, oh, I do remember that tune, especially if they're our age. If they're not our age, they'll be like, Dad, who's Akon?
Who's a Chameleonaire? Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it is.
Well, I know. What was he talking about?
Right, here we go. This one here.
Is that more than a trillion, Dad?
Oh, yeah. It's the name that says running the game. Let me just.
Yeah, tune, bro.
I'm pretty sure I put that on a CD for you, and I'm pretty sure I won that battle, by the way. I'm sure I won that battle. I know we talked about this on the last pod. I'm sure I won that battle.
Yeah, you won that battle. One of our listeners, who's a great friend of ours as well, he knows who he is. We used to listen to this every ICT lesson when we used to have in school. Sure. Although the teacher would be like, right, it's time to do some work. We're like, yeah, but let me pick a tune first, miss. Spend 20 minutes to pick the right song. And somehow you'll get caught in competition with the person in front of you, to your left, to your right, behind, and be like, yeah, but who's got the best one? Who's got the best one, though? Who's got the best one?
Just put this is a beat. Put that song on, and that's
since we're on tunes as well. Do you remember that? What was it?
You're gonna say Ludacris, aren't you? Oh, okay.
No, not Chameleonaire. It was on a feature with. Is it? What was his name? Something Daddy's. Trick Daddy, I think his name is.
Trick Daddy. Oh yeah. What's the song called? What's the song called?
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's just a sample, and I'm gonna do it.
Go on. Just hit me with it because it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't get it. Shit! It is Trick Daddy. That's who it is. It's coming in there, Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
Something to do with Bentleys or Rolls Royce or something. Like
I've lost it. I just had it. Verse.
Don't bet that. Oh, stop it! We can't do a performance. We can't do a performance for these guys on podcasts. We can't.
No, we can't. We certainly cannot. And especially it's not being recorded. This if it's getting recorded, we're doing performances. That's close to OnlyFans stuff, but we're giving it out for free then.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair. You know, unlike some girls out there. But anyways, listen. So, but bet that, by the way, yeah, that is pretty much that song. And there was that one with last one I'll mention is the one with Ludacris. Where he's talking about gave Bill Gates some binoculars and said, "Look out for me." What is that track?
Yes, I remember that tune.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
I don't think that's Chameleon though. I think that was the trick.
No, that's Luda. That's Luda.
Ludacris, and I think it's DJ Khaled. I think it's a DJ Khaled tune where he put different people on it all the time. And I think when he got to Ludacris, he goes like, "Oh, what is that tune?"
And Luda's verse. It's all right. We'll come back to it. We'll have a chat.
We'll be here forever. There's thousands upon thousands of songs that we obviously grew up listening to.
Yeah, too many songs.
This is because of these guys. I can't seem to get into any of these new rappers.
Same.
Do you know, and even the beat is not the same as well. Everything is I know they call it mumble rap or whatever the genre they call it now, but it just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit like Patiently Waiting when that song comes in and Eminem hits the verse. Do you know, like on Get Rich or Die Trying album from 50? Yeah, just the tunes, brother, and the music, or like the old Eminem one that was on Call of Duty advert. What was it? With the guy who died, not Obi Trice, what's his name? Nate Dogg or something.
With Nate Dogg. Let's shake that.
Was it the other one? What's the other one?
Till I collapse.
Yeah, tunes like this, bro. It's like you think, and these are the songs. I know these are not the greatest songs. Obviously, some listeners are going to be like, "Yeah, but you should have heard." I've probably heard them. They're not coming to me, but these certain songs stick out, and I just can't listen to new rap anymore. Now I'm like, nah. And then even then I feel like myself going towards quite pop stuff because I can't listen to anybody else talking about and I'm like, you're a what? What are you talking about? What is that? And then you listen to tunes like this, you're like, the beat, the bass, like you just did. As soon as I played Trick Bed that, you were bouncing, you were going.
I almost lost it. I almost lost it for a second. You know what I mean? But Bed that,
those nights,
what a tune.
University times when we used to go out, and obviously that bar that we went to that. And where the roof was the ceiling was.
Medicine Bar. Medicine Bar. I'm going to name it, bro. I'm going to name it. I don't give a shit.
Why not? Don't name it. I can't remember the name. I just know the thing was down. The roof was quite low.
And that got sweaty real quick, by the way. Yeah. That got sweaty real quick.
You start getting drippy. Like, is there a leak? It's just people
sweating. We get a shower.
Steam coming back. Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
We'll get
they have played sick beats. But anyway, let's come back to what we do. Let's come back to what we do.
Yeah, let's just. I mean, we might as well have some discussion about the football that happened over the week. You know, whatever. I guess this podcast is mostly to do with reminiscing. Really, I mean, the last two podcasts we've just gone down that lane. So, but yeah, obviously the main matches that happened over the week. You know, we had Newcastle and we had Man United. Hilarious, if you ask me.
Well, for you,
I know you're not going to agree.
You've got the curse. No, for Man United, I'll be honest with you, I watched bits of it. I was like, this is shit. I'm not even going to watch this. And then we didn't. Then I started watching a series on Netflix. So it was just nice. We just kind of, just chilling. And I flipped it. She was like, I ain't watching football. I was like, fuck football. I'm not watching Man United. They're going to get beat anyway. Like, this isn't football. This is. And then when you text saying away fans are singing football's coming home, I was like, lol. It just takes a bit.
I couldn't believe it.
Like you said, Eric
the Bayern, Eric Tenfrod, Bayern fans, they were actually, they were the loudest in the stadium, and they were waving off Man United fans, from Old Trafford, like Auf Wiedersehen and all this stuff, and they had banners up as well, towards Eric Ten Hag, but. Yeah, it was. Oh God, yeah, it was awful performance.
I didn't watch it. You watched it, obviously. You know better than I do, but yeah. So
Bayern, they toyed with Man U, and it was, in a way, it was. I wish I turned it off, but there was nothing really on to watch, to be fair, and I just wanted to watch some football. So yeah, they toyed with them, and it was kind of like when you were a kid, and maybe your dad used to sort of put your hand on your head and you start swinging and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And you can't reach him. That's literally what Man United were. That's literally what they were, just swinging like this.
Yeah, but just it can't catch you at all.
Yeah, it can't catch you at all.
And just fuck it.
Absolutely fine with them.
It was good to see, by the way. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad they beat that record of conceding 15 goals. It just goes to show, man. They're just not a great. I know, again, but they're not there, and fans need to realize, just like Chelsea fans are start having to realize that we're currently with shit. So just.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I was going to say for you, you should enjoy it a little bit more because we're not making fun of your team.
That is the only way. That is the only way I get some sort of satisfaction is when my opponents lose, because I know for certain my team ain't doing shit. It's like there's a Chelsea fan who's on social media a few times, and he talks about like anybody who plays Chelsea, there's a very likelihood or a very good chance that you're going to beat us. The likelihood of us winning is very, very low. The likelihood of you drawing or winning, beating us is very, very high. Our shot conversion is shocking. Like shot to goals is shy. And it looks like Man United is as well. The boy up top's not firing certain players. I think it must be true. They have lost probably Ten Hag. I don't know if you heard that rumour came out and we talked about it on the pod a couple of episodes ago, where they told journalists, so many journalists are bad because after the Newcastle defeat, a report came out that he'd lost half the dressing room. It's got to be clear now, hasn't it? They're not playing for him. There's no desire. Every analysis and commentator saying Man United lack desire. How do you lack desire playing in front of 70,000 plus?
Because again, it's more the lack of motivation, to be honest. I mean, this guy, he's losing every single match, and then he's coming out. He literally came out after the Bayern game. But before the Bayern game, he was like, "Oh, we could beat anyone." Okay, when can you beat anyone? When is this happening? When is this happening? And I think with comments like that, that's why I started disliking Ten Hag, to be honest, because you can't lose games and break records for the worst, and start saying stuff like, we can beat anyone on our day. It's like, when is that day coming, bro? Is that like Judgment Day or something? When are we just gonna have to wait for this or something? So yeah, it's genuinely a matter of time before he's gone. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, look, I don't know how true the reports are of him talking about bringing Graham Potter in, but
sure,
if he brings Graham Potter in, then they should burn that place down, to be honest with you, because that's a complete joke. It's like he hasn't watched football before in the last season or so. So yeah, that's
surely it's just a clickbait. Can't, because Man United, let's face it, I'm a Chelsea fan, but Man United are a bigger club than Chelsea. The expectations and the global reaches much further than any Chelsea could dream of. And I even think, like, I include your team in this as well.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The biggest club.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree.
And therefore, like, Graham Potter will not be able to manage those expectations of fans, the players. And it's like we mentioned for Chelsea, he made the jump from Brighton to Chelsea, and everyone was like, he's a great coach. And we gave him benefit of the doubt. Todd Bowley fucked him over with a gazillion signings, but then still, like, you've got to show something with those gazillion signings. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, pick the consistent 11, and he didn't. And then that's what the fans will look at, tactically weak. Yeah, now if I'm sure it's clickbait, but if it is, Man United fans,
long may it continue, as we've said. But but obviously, as footballing fans, we're watching it out and we're thinking, there's something truly gone wrong at that club. And when you've got a captain like Bruno Fernandes, and every match he's moaning about something, and every match, the first time I see Bruno Fernandes in a match nowadays is literally when he's running up to the ref to complain about something, because he's not providing anything. He'll take a couple of shots from the outside, he'll have maybe one decent pass, but who are you passing to? Anthony, what's his name? Anthony. Yeah. What is he doing? Why is he skipping all the time? Why is he dancing like that? What's he doing? Tap dancing or something?
Yeah. It's just the week.
The fake Haaland, obviously, clearly not doing anything. For 75 million for him, 85 million for Anthony. I mean, what?
Oh no, they've spent big. They've gone big as well. Obviously, Mason Mount as well at 65 million, and that was just this transfer window, wasn't it? Like, that was so what's that like? Let's say nearly 200 and something, nearly over 200 million.
Close to that 300 mark. And
so it's insane.
They try to bring reinforcements in Amrabat, and I'll be honest with you, he hasn't impressed me one bit.
No, he hasn't. He's not the same. I don't know whether it's a tactic, but in the World Cup, everybody was impressed. Everybody wanted him as a CDM for their team. But now, like, playing for Man United, you kind of think, like, a bit like people are doing with Caicedo and Mudryk. Like, well, not people, but Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans are like, thank fuck we missed out on that. Look what's going on there. There's zero impression, something to make you think, oh fucking hell, he is good, or we can see moments of brilliance, or we can see something decent, but just there isn't from Amrabat. And in a way, you got to look at Ten Hag. You got to think, well, he was good. What's going on in this team? Because in the World Cup, Everybody was happy with him. He was tracking back. He had the desire. He was motivated to play. Yeah, great player. Everybody wanted him. As fans, anyway. I don't know about managers, but as fans speaking, like, yeah, we'd have him in our team. He'd go into our 11 or as a backup to Partey for you, or for us before N'Golo left, to N'Golo or whatever you like his thing. But no, man, this geezer's different now, and he just isn't. And I blame again. Fingers are pointed to the manager. What is going on behind closed doors?
Point it at anyone else, and every podcast that I listen to or anything that I read, they're always now that they're just taking shots at Ten Hag, and they're not even, you can't even class them as shots, because when you say it like that, it feels like, it's unfair, but it's totally justified.
No, definitely, definitely.
What he's doing. Our eyes are not deceiving us from what we watch, and same. I'll always go back to the Tottenham. They played a Newcastle side that were very weak, and Newcastle made them seem very, very good. And unfortunately, I still don't see it. I really don't see it. But maybe I'm going to be proven wrong, and probably to my team's detriment. But with Ten Hag, it's not even scary anymore. Like, for any team to go to Old Trafford.
No.
Not at all. Not at all.
I agree with you. The next 3 games for them are crucial, because they've got Liverpool obviously this weekend on Sunday, and then Saturday 23rd is West Ham, and then Boxing Day, which is 3 days later, is Villa at home. West Ham away, then Villa at home, and it's just and then they go away to Nottingham Forest on the 30th. So literally in the space of 10 days, 13 days, they're going to play 4 matches. Like, fuck,
And three of those are quite difficult matches to play, to be honest with you. At least two of them. At least 2 of them.
2 of them for definite. But even West Ham away, West Ham not going to roll over. I know they got smashed by Fulham 5-0, but then they went to Spurs and won 2-1. Yeah. So anything could happen. But now, Chelsea made Man United look good, and everybody was like, oh. And I say everybody, I mean ex-Man United players who are pundits now. They're like, this is Man United, da da da, rather than focus on the opposition and just like I did. I didn't say Man United beat us. I was just like, Jackson was shit. He was shit. He didn't perform. And we don't have 4 players not performing in an 11-a-side pitch. 4 players. That's like 50% almost.
That is almost, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what I mean? Your outfield players, 4 not playing or not performing. So yeah, it was just shit. And it goes to show, look, Bournemouth won there, smashed them 3-0, like we touched on the last pod.
It was almost 4, yeah. It was almost. I always count that 4th. Yeah. I always count that 4th because again,
they managed to get through. The offside saved them, so I agree with you on that. And then obviously Bayern, when they really came to the crunch time, effectively, you need to perform, at least get a victory, leave everything else, do your job, and they couldn't, and they got beat 1-0.
Again, and you can't really, after Bayern's defeat to Frankfurt, it was 5-1. But I just really chalked that up to, we're just going to concentrate on Man United over the weekend, play with them a little bit.
Let's go embarrass them, yeah.
And they did. They really did. The Bayern performance, not like, nowhere near the Bayern, that we're used to.
Yeah,
but it was just good enough to keep them at bay and then get that goal. 1-0, done, sorted, game over. And Bayern didn't even have to fight for anything. They'd already qualified top. They had absolutely no... there was no risk of them losing anything, but they still managed to just push it that little bit more for Man United to fight back. But there you go. There was reports out from I think it was ESPN or BBC News. I think it was ESPN. They were saying that Sancho and Rashford, they were actually out on a night out.
This always seems to be the case. So. I think they got beat by Liverpool or City or something. No, got beat by City. It was Rashford's birthday. And he went out to celebrate. And
it's always going to get pointed at Rashford, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like, why, bro? Like, it's his birthday. Of course he's going to go out and celebrate. Like, it doesn't matter win or lose. At the end of the day, it's a job to him. He's not getting played.
He's not getting selected. Yeah, exactly.
It's not up to Rashford to beat City. Do you know what I mean? So, like, of course he's going to go out. And I felt sorry for Rashford, to be fair, because he seems to get a lot of stick.
He does. It's just... It's funny that he does. It's Bruno Fernandes that should.
Bruno really should, because as a captain, as the leader of that team, he's provided no leadership, no qualities to motivate players. And you know what they say, a captain is kind of a mini manager on the field. He's trying to get the manager's ideas across. However, he doesn't do that at all. All he gets across is, if he touches me, ref. Yes, Bruno, it's a contact sport. You're allowed some touch, obviously within reason. Some shoulder barges are allowed. Like, stop going to floor. Stop flopping, bro. He's awful. I can't stand him. I can't stand him.
I can't stand him either.
And like you said earlier, long may it continue.
He's at the perfect team, to be fair, for who he is. He's at the perfect team.
Just say something as well, by the way. I've started to hate Ali McCoist as a commentator. You are right.
Really?
Like, since you mentioned against Arsenal, and I was like, I don't mind him on the chat. When you mentioned Arsenal at Amazon Prime, or you were at Luton, and you were like, I'm hating him. I thought you were just being salty because of the game. It wasn't going your way. And you were like, he sounds drunk. And then I watched the Chelsea game. I don't think he was on the Chelsea game, but I watched another game he was on, and I was like, towards the end, I was like, is he drunk? Like, he got the train from Glasgow to wherever the hell they were playing at home match, and he probably thought, I'll have a few beers on the train.
I think so.
And then all of a sudden, he was like, oh, mate. And then last night or the night before when I watched it, and he was commentating, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? There was literally a 20-second part. They just started laughing, and the guy said something about a cat or like something, and Ali McCoy was, I didn't know where you were going there. And I was like, what are you, fucking 5?
Yeah, I think it was
like
what was his name?
Have you just hit puberty or something? Darren Fletcher or something. Not Darren Fletcher.
No, something. I can't remember his bloody name, but yeah, he's quite a big commentator, and it was last night actually. It was last night, and he was just talking a lot of crap, and it was the Newcastle game. Newcastle this and Newcastle that and Newcastle that, and then boom, Milan equalised, knocked them out, and I was like, there you go, Ali McCoy, you need to shut your mouth and wait until the match finishes before you actually start talking the way that he does, because it always feels like he's against, like, strongly against the opposition. Like, for example, yesterday he was strongly against AC Milan. They were poor and all this, and during the first half when it was 1-0 Newcastle, and then second half arrives, bang, he had to change his mind, because obviously the main commentator was like, well, look, they fought back, there's nothing else you can say about this,
and outperformed them as well, kept them quiet.
Like, again, with the Arsenal Luton match, it just felt like he was totally against Arsenal in every single aspect of it. Arsenal are this and Luton are gonna do this to them, and blah 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 in history. And guess what? We won, and he had to shut up at the end of the day. So Ali McCoist, I don't rate him at all, to be honest. I've never liked him, and I don't really care much for him. So
same, to be fair. I've stopped listening to TalkSport in the morning when he's on, because it just doesn't make sense what the hell is happening.
So you're absolutely right, and this is why I don't listen to TalkSport and main podcasts and radio stuff, because again, those guys are out for controversy, and it feels like when we talk on when we talk on an episode, it feels like maybe we are too on the fence about things, because instead of me slating Chelsea, and you doing the same for Arsenal and whatnot. But we're sort of saying, okay, I understand about Chelsea, but as a footballing fan, you don't want to see it. Whereas these guys, they just completely go the most extreme way. Like, no, this should happen to Chelsea, and they're an embarrassment and all this.
Yeah, that's just to get phone as it calls, isn't it?
Exactly. Of course it is. But that's why I don't like it, because I just feel like that's fake. That's acting, as far as I'm concerned. Isn't it? That's acting.
That's it. It's not real, is it? It's not genuine reaction or not a genuine opinion. It's more like, let's get as controversial as possible, so people ring in and we can have a discussion. And the discussion will always be like, but your team. You're like, no, but like, let's have a constructive discussion. Let's debate. Let's have a chat with him. They don't. Gabriel Bonlaho is the worst one. Can't stand him as well.
I don't care for him. I don't care for Simon Jordan that much, to be honest. But that's neither here nor there.
No, I agree with you. Again, for me now, I'm LBC. I'm all on politics on the way home.
That's even
Ali McCoy is just ruining it. No, I'm just listening to see what they say. And now I'm on the point, even with politics, quick little side trip here. I just love the way they answer questions without answering the question. And I'm sat there in the car going like, but he didn't answer your question. And the journalist is like, thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you, Minister of whoever. Thank you. And I'm like, thank you for what, bro? Like, they didn't even answer your question. Like, he didn't say fuck all to what you said.
It's like basically, if it's, again, just a quick analogy on this, it's like if you kill someone and then you're getting asked about it, and then you're like, so I went there and I had a nice coffee, I had to sit down, actually the chair, it was really uncomfortable, and the coffee was really cold. Thanks. All right. Well, at what point did you answer anything here? This is why politics. I could never do it, because again, I just feel like maybe I'm too honest. Maybe we're too honest with this thing. Maybe
I think that's what it is. We're too honest.
Draw some controversy, and I see it myself with my YouTube channel. I genuinely, I give an actual opinion / reaction to it as I feel it. But if I don't like something, I'll just plain out, just straight up say, I don't like this. It's trash. And then you see other people who've got like hundreds of thousands of subs, and you think, wait, I'm sorry, but you cannot possibly like every single song that you've listened to. It's just impossible to do it. Impossible to do it. Do you know what I mean? And you get reactors who are like, first time listening to Till I Collapse, and first time listening to Linkin Park.
Relax yourself.
Like, bro, they've literally been out for 22 years, and you're telling me you've just heard Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit? Nah, I'm sorry, but no.
People were outright. No, that's fake. You know, that's fake.
Exactly.
And the thing is, as well, people that do it because they want to kind of get that fan base. So if it's an Eminem, oh yeah, let me react to it positively so I can get Eminem's fan base. If it's like whoever else, let me get Akon's. It's just some of the artists that we mentioned today.
There's a reactor out there. There's a reactor out there, right? He literally put out a video called Kill Shot. Eminem did a song called Kill Shot against MGK back in 2018, right? Back in 2018. Long time ago, right? So we're talking 5 years ago. And then he's literally put out a video saying Kill Shot 5 years later. And I'm like, what's changed? Did the lyrics change? Or did something happen to what's going on here? And I'm just there dumbfounded thinking, should I be doing the same? Should I just pretend? But I can't pretend, because if I listen to an Eminem song, like, you know, do a reaction / opinion, I'm going to be singing along to it. I can't hide that.
Yeah.
And that's what really frustrates me. Going back to what these guys are saying, these professionals, I can't respect their opinion because it's controversy based. It's clickbait based. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. That's all it is. And
then when you mentioned the old Man United players, I just can't stand Scholes. He's a great player, fair enough. I just can't stand him because, you know, why are you not just being honest about what you're seeing? Like Roy Keane, he's like, nah,
Roy
shit.
He's like the shit.
Yeah,
this is not a Man United player. They're not this. And I, that's why I think Roy Keane gets a lot of respect from everybody. And more people, to be fair, need to be like him, just say it for what it is. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank doesn't do it for Chelsea when he commentates on Chelsea games. Where Man United, nowhere did he just say, these players are shit. Jackson up front, shit. Mudryk left, shit. Sterling right, shit. End zone, shit. Do you know what I mean? Just do that. But they don't. They're just like, you know, it needs a striker, and you're like, bro, like, it needs a lot more than just a fucking striker. Like I said to you a year ago, R9 could have been on that team and we weren't scored. Okay, maybe this year we'd have him more shots but not converting them. Maybe R9 would actually finish him.
He would do something.
He would do something.
He would work his magic for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And I love that smile as well, and that nod that he just gave me, that he'll do something. But it's not going to happen, is it?
It's R9, isn't it? No, of course. Not. I mean, even the current R9 in his physical state, he could still do something.
Oh, bro. Literally, I would pay to watch him current, like now. Him and all of its weight and baggage and all that shit that he's got going on.
He'll still smash it.
He'll still smash it. There was an interview that I watched, right? He owns a team in Spain, and the his attacker, obviously, for his team was one-on-one with the keeper, and he missed. And Ronaldo comes back to him and he goes, this is the guy being interviewed. He says, so Ronaldo came and then he said to me, he goes like, why, how did you miss? Why did you miss? Like, keeper's already made his mind up when he's going to go left or right. You just have to stay focused and pick your spot and put it away. You know, it's easy for you. You could have just done it. And the striker goes, effectively, R9, it's easy for you.
Yeah.
For the rest of us.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And that's all. I don't ever remember him missing a one-on-one situation. He was that good.
Are you mad? I think he was the one who sort of brought the taking on the keeper to the mainstream. Like, he was the guy who did it, because I'm sure he, even when he watches videos back now, he's like, holy crap, how did I actually come one-on-one with the keeper? These many times, like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, you're right. I mean, the thing is, those were players who appreciated the game, man, who understood football, who had that sort of like that football science in their brain, and that's the calculations in their head. Zidane, shit, you watch any highlight clip of Zidane, you mesmerize, because you're like, how is he just skipping past these players? And again, you look at Zidane, you don't think he's that fast.
No, you don't think he's fast. You don't think he's
he wasn't that fast. But it was the genius of his movement that literally took two players out in open space. There you go, mate.
I don't know if you've seen one of the highlight reels. I think it's in the World Cup, and I definitely think it was in Brazil or somebody. No, it might have been Brazil. I don't know who he's against. Bartes kicks the ball out, and he kind of Cruyff turns on the first touch.
On the first touch,
so the ball is in the air, and he just does a.
I think that was 06. I think that was 06 World Cup. That.
God, was it 06 World Cup? I don't know.
I think it was
Italy
06
or
World Cup.
Brazil, or I don't know who they were playing against. It was just like.
I don't think it was Italy. I don't think it was Italy, because they played Italy in the final, didn't they? But may have been Brazil in 06.
It might have been Brazil then. Yeah, he just does it on zero Roberto. Then if it was Brazil, it would have been a zero Roberto in the middle. He just turns him. I was like, oh my God, like that is, and it's touch perfect, by the way, as well. The ball then just rolls across the turf. Oh, you're right, man. These guys, don't you think, like, these guys had to work for it? Okay, they had raw talent, but they worked for it as well, because they weren't millionaires at such a young age. They didn't have everything at their feet. Like, you think of, like, what is it, Jadon Sancho, the problem with Sancho at Man United. Fuck that, let's not even go to Sancho. Go to Mudryk and Enzo. So I'll stick to my own team. Oh, it cost over 80 million. I'm getting 100 grand a week, and it's guaranteed for the next 8 years. I'm a multi-millionaire already. Yeah, fuck it. I'm 20 years old. I can have what I want. I can do what I want.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I don't need to be told off.
You don't need to be told off. You don't need to work hard. You don't need to because it doesn't matter. You're going to play. You're 100 million. It's not like he's not going to play £100 million investment. So then you don't put the effort. And this links me into a little bit.
They're not Pep Guardiola. Do you know what I mean? To leave 100 million on the bench.
But also, but that takes balls. Why could you not be Pep Guardiola? Why the fuck could Poch Arteta would do it because he did it with Aubameyang? But why couldn't Poch do it, for example, or Ten Hag? Anthony is shit. Enzo, you're not playing well enough, mate. Too slow.
Ten Hag did it, but he did it with the wrong player. He did it with 2 wrong players. Jadon Sancho is actually quite decent if he actually got more matches. And obviously the one of the greatest of all time in Ronaldo. He pissed that guy off, and I'm like,
I think he did that wrong. You're right. But that was his first mistake. Balls. I think he made the mistake with Ronaldo, thinking I'm going to show you who's boss, rather than actually have the balls to drop the people.
Hey, you are Eric Ten Hag, and you're telling Cristiano Ronaldo about you're trying to tell him off, or you're trying to bench him, bro. You have lost that match. You have lost that matchup completely. There is no battle there.
And that's the thing. Like, you're right, and this is what I was going to say to you earlier as well. Like, for Chelsea managers now with Pochettino, we definitely need somebody in who's strong-minded. I don't know what Poch is going to do. I know he comes out and talks all the good game, like, oh, I'm really disappointed in the players and so on. But like I said to you watch training, everybody's laughing. Everybody's like, social media's buzzing with photos saying, oh, training time. You think, like, I'm fucking about time. Do something, because we want to see on Saturday or Sunday what you've done. And he's not the right guy. I know one of our friends mentioned Simeone for Chelsea. It would have been ideal simply to get certain players just to have that backbone. I don't feel Poch has got a backbone. I feel like he's very much like a Potter when he got the glow up, very much to be like, oh, I'm this guy. And I know we're talking about Man United, and I brought it to Chelsea, but talking about managers, and I wanted to be like, who's actually out there that could make a difference to Chelsea right now with all these $1.5 billion of talent.
We said it last week, Rick.
They're all average.
We said it on the last episode, Rick, that unfortunately, if the only thing that could change is if the higher management took a step back, brought someone in, and that someone just went, look, mate, this is what I want. If you don't give me this, then I am not for you. And again, Luis Enrique, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
He was linked.
I want this.
He was linked.
No, he was definitely linked. He was definitely linked. And I'm pretty sure it was a case of like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted. Oh, that's what the reports came out and saying that he wasn't convinced from the management of Chelsea. And I can't blame him, because you're going in there, you're trying to make a change, and these are your ideas. Like you said, going into a place of work, you hired for something, and then you're like, oh, okay, so they like me because of what I've done before from my CV. And then you go there, it's like, no, forget what you know. You're going to have to do it my way.
You're just going to do it my way.
But your way hasn't been working.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and your way doesn't work. You're new into European football. Your way can't work. And we paid average, and you said bring people in. Whoever got brought in, that thought it was 120 million for Enzo and 80 for Mudryk and 100 for Caicedo, who's only been 6 months in the Prem, and flipping it, so on and so forth, and 60 million for Cucurella. They need to be sacked. They need to be sacked, and they never need to come anywhere near football again, unless he had some sort of shady dealings with each transfer, and he's probably pocketed 10% of each transfer fee. I don't know, but I struggle to believe how we've got 4 players on over like 300 million, 400 million, and they're bang, 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 bang average. They'll be Nottingham Forest standard. I know Enzo at first we're like, oh, is this Enzo? But like, listen, he's done fuck all, bro. This is second season now.
Nothing, yeah. The season's done nothing. Last season he was trying to hold your team together, to be fair.
Last season he was doing a little bit because players were doing, but like still, like, come on, if you're this guy, Wayne Rooney did it at fucking 18 at Man United.
He did.
16-year-old Rooney scoring against Arsenal. David Seaman, legendary English goalkeeper. Exactly, that's what I mean.
He was playing for Everton.
I remember that. Of the neck.
2002, I remember that from outside the box.
For Man United, he fucking scored a hat-trick. In the Champions League. There's different breeds of players, and this is what goes back to these 18-year-olds now. They're millionaires, bro. They're millionaires by 16, 18.
And look at Rooney. Look at Rooney, by the way, when he started earning like 180,000, and one of the first players to start earning that in the Premier League, he went down. He went downhill after that because he made the money. But again, you're right. At the beginning, they were never offered that. Zidane, he came from a humble background, for God's sake. He's from Algerian descent, and obviously that means his parents were immigrants at some point. Maybe I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was born in France. I don't know if he was born in France. But either way, again, he didn't come from a very good sort of a rich background or a wealthy background, and And he took that. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm lucky to play football. I am lucky to play football.
This is my way out."
Yeah, I am lucky to play this. And again, Mudryk can go out there and scream from the top of his lungs, "Oh, this is my way out, my way out." Yeah, no, but mate, you're just a way out for a job, innit? Yeah, you're just a job for you. Yeah, and it's not. It's disgraceful. But anyway, go back to Man United real quick. I really want to. Ten Hag. Every time I think about him, right, I just
he needs to leave. I think.
Yeah, at first, when he was first linked with Man United, everyone was like, "Ooh, he's a good coach. Look what he did with Ajax and blah blah blah." And everyone in the Premier League were like, "Ooh, okay, this could be Man United resurgence right here. They could come back and start beating everyone." Do you know what? It just never happened once. I mean, I think they had a run, didn't they? They had a run. He took them to the 2 finals. But that's because
I think we won one cup, beating the other, of course.
Carabao Cup
in the FA Cup, yeah.
In the lost the FA Cup, yeah. So I think after that, again, when the season ended, you kind of thought, "Oh shit, okay, he's going to bring some more players in, Sancho's and the Amrabats and all that stuff," and then you think, "Oh crap, this is it now. This is Man United going to be strong." But I am so glad that his personality is not a match for that team, for that squad, and I truly believe as long as Bruno Fernandes is captain of that club, I truly believe that they ain't gonna do nothing, because he has the players' ears. Like, Bruno Fernandes has the players' ears, which is ironic because he's got ears of his own. Do you know what I'm talking about? So, but so it's I just don't think anything can happen, and that's why Ronaldo, why would you get rid? How could you get rid?
The guy who scored the most goals for you as well, by the way. This is the thing I don't get.
Most goals this season, like in the calendar year. He is still that guy. Yeah, all right. Oh, Saudi League and all this. I don't give a shit, mate. When you look at your team and they haven't scored, Højlund, who you spent 75 million on, right? The fake Haaland. He hasn't scored a single goal in the Premier League in 13 appearances.
No, he hasn't. They're comparing him to Diego Forlan, but nothing's happened.
Can I just go one quickly? Because Forlan was actually good before Man United.
Bruno, I don't even think as long as he's captain. I think as long as he plays on that team, he makes them weaker, because he just constantly falls around and he just doesn't. They need what they need. Like, again, they need leaderships, just like Chelsea need leaderships in that team. They need leaderships in that Man United team, and there just isn't any. Harry Maguire maybe could have been a leader, then he just got trashed. Because obviously deservedly so, because he deserved to get trashed. And now Bruno's getting trashed, and all these players are just, and there's no leaders in there, and the manager doesn't help the situation at all. I agree with you. He's shady, his character. He blames players rather than blaming himself. I don't know what he does, and I know some players are like, "Oh, it's good when a manager does that because the player might do," but not these young millionaires, bro. These young millionaires, you hurt their feelings straight away. They go to Twitter. They don't come and see you and speak to you like a man back in the day. You try to say to Zidane or something, "You had an awful game," he'd be like, "Yeah, sorry, boss. I'll do next time." Yeah. They just focus on Man United, a Roy Keane, a Beckham, a Neville, a Rio, a Vidic, and all these players.
All of them. All of them.
They still refer to Sir Alex as boss because they were scared of him. He had the tactics. He wasn't afraid to drop certain players.
It's the respect, yeah. To the point where Beckham was one of the best players in the Premier League, and Sir Alex Ferguson was like, "Oh, you want to leave? All right, man. See you later." Bye-bye.
I heard a story of Sir Alex. What was his name? Wes Brown. You remember Wes Brown, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He was in an interview and he said, "I bought a pad I just got signed for United. I think I was on 50 grand a week, so I bought a penthouse in central Manchester." The manager told me, I spoke to the manager the next day, goes, "Have you got a house, Wes?" He's like, "Yeah, boss, I bought one in the city centre." He's like, "No, that's not good enough for you, right? You're going to sell it, you're going to move a house. Here's a guy, he'll get you a house somewhere else, more like the suburbs sort of thing,
Suburbs, out the way.
Out of the way, because obviously
he doesn't want him in the centre of town. Yeah, of course.
A young guy with 50 grand a week, what do you think he's going to get up to all the time? Do you know what I mean? And he controlled that. And then Wes Brown was like, and I lost lots of money on that house as well, because I bought it at a very high price, and because I had to sell quickly, I took a massive hit, but I did it for the team, and I did it for my career, and I did it for Sir Alex. So that's it. Goes back to respect.
That he demanded. Really. Yeah. Because again, do you know why though, Rick? And again, it's just as simple as because Sir Alex Ferguson achieved things with Man United. He achieved major success for that club. Do you know what I mean? At a time when they just weren't good enough, and he achieved so many things. He made them the team that we know today. Sorry, not today, not specifically today, but like
the team we can still remember today.
Yeah, and for 20 years almost, we were scared of Man United. Do you know what I mean? We were terrified of
playing
them.
at Old Trafford.
Terrified.
Hated going to Old Trafford and playing.
Every time you saw that on the schedule, you think, oh no, we faced these fuckers again and again. But the thing is, we didn't hate Man United back then when they were winning. We just we respected them that much. We were like, it's that fear that they bring into us. But it wasn't because of any other reason.
We wanted to be them, wasn't it? We wanted our team.
They were that good. They were that good. And it's unfortunate because a great club like that, and again, this is what I come back to when I say about, other pundits, that, that they want to trash or they just want to do controversial comments. But no, it's sad to see because, again, this is a great club at the end of the day. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, with my Arsenal cap on, lose every single fucking game, get relegated. I don't give a flying toss what happens to Old Trafford, right? But as a Premier League fan, and that's what I've grown up watching, it's such a shame. And again, teams like Chelsea, because for 15 years, they were fucking scary.
Yeah, that's it.
They were terrifying to play against. And again, I never felt that way about Liverpool, but Liverpool had a better history than Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I never felt that way about Liverpool for
because it's one of those things, isn't like, although they've got the history, when you don't see it and you don't experience it, you're not living through it, you're like, it's not that bad. But because we live through the Man United history, like our recent history at least, I call it recent history, like 90, 2000s onwards to now. You're like, fucking hell, like they had some strong teams. And like you say, for Chelsea as well, we had some solid teams. You're like, fucking scary. Like scary defense, scary attack, midfield, unbelievable. And then you're right, as a football fan, you want to see these clubs come back up to the very top. It's like talking to people who are our dad's age who remember Villa in the European Cup and who remember flipping Nottingham Forest in the European Cup. They're like, all these great teams who want to come back. And these are not just remember them in the European Cup. They've won the European Cup. And it's like, and they're like, we want them back. And the same for us. That's how we feel for Man United. But like you said, with our bias hats on, we're like, fuck it. Long may it continue. Fuck United, fuck their fan base, and fuck Eric.
The part of the reason I feel is because the way that it's been done, when Sir Alex Ferguson left and then all the other managers came in, it's just the way that they tried to do things. It's like, oh, I'm going to just step in now that Sir Alex is gone and Man United are going to continue. It's like, no, bro, no, you're not understanding what's happening here. How could you bring David Moyes in after Sir Alex Ferguson, by the way, right? And again, they need to ask themselves, what did he achieve? Nothing, right? Nothing. The only manager after Sir Alex Ferguson who achieved something was, guess what? Jose Mourinho. Do you know what I mean? Why did he achieve something? Because previous to that, he'd achieved many things with Chelsea and Porto. And he'd won European Cups with two different teams.
And Real Madrid.
That's what I'm saying. So he'd won things, and that's why the players respected him. Because again, when Jose tells you like, nah, you're gonna be benched, and I don't really give a shit about what you think, that's it. That's nothing else is gonna change. But you still want to play for him because his opinion is worth something, right? David Moyes' opinion ain't worth nothing. Right, Solskjaer's opinion was worth nothing because they hadn't achieved anything as managers.
No, that's it.
Same as Ten Hag. I'm sorry. Okay, you took an Ajax team to the fucking finals, mate. Semi-finals. Sorry, my bad. Semi-finals. But mate, you did not achieve anything. Your opinion is worth nothing, and this is what Ronaldo was trying to get across. Like, I don't care what you say to me, Ten Hag.
I think they went wrong with it. Mourinho loved Man United. Even at Chelsea, he loved United. Like he loved Man United. He loved Sir Alex. He loved playing in front of 70,000. Because
real quick, that's where he saw his status, his stature. He saw himself next to Man United. It's like, I belong with this team because we're too great.
At the elite level. And if he did, and the thing is, I think Man United, this is personal opinion, I think they fucked him over when they backed Paul Pogba instead of backing Mourinho. Same as Arsenal backed Arteta over the Aubameyang saga, saying like he was arriving late and all that. We know the history with Aubameyang and Arteta, and Mourinho's and Pogba was very much the same. Pogba won the World Cup. Mourinho said, this is the worst thing that could happen to me because now he's going to come back. He's a World Cup winner, and we've proved. And Chelsea, if anything, recently you can see. Look at Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez is a World Cup winner, and he's doing fuck all for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Same with Paul Pogba. United needed to back Mourinho, and if they backed Mourinho, Mourinho had a special place in his heart for Man United. Man United were a special club to him, and he come out and said it. And to be fair, he says one of his greatest achievements with our Man United team is finishing second and winning the European Cup.
And they haven't won anything.
They haven't won anything since Mourinho won Europa League with them.
And that was a great achievement when you consider all the facts that happened after Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I mean? It's incredible. And what's also incredible, by the way, is the fact that we've spent this long on Man United. But I don't really look. I don't really want to talk about Arsenal because again, it was they'd already qualified. They were top of the group, and it was a poor performance all around. To be honest, exactly. It was a cow's opinion, right? So, but no, with Man U. Yeah, it was such a disappointing match because considering that they needed to fight with every single fucking fiber of their being to make it through at least to a Europa League. But they didn't.
Yeah,
they got knocked out of Europe completely because of their complacency, because of their arrogance. It's arrogance. That's the word I've been looking for.
Yeah,
there you go.
Immature.
That's the word.
Well, arrogance.
It's the arrogance of the Bruno Fernandes. It's the arrogance of Højlund and Anthony, and the fucking arrogance of Garnacho as well. And honestly, 3 players. Again, Højlund I've put it to one side because I can't really say much about him. You know, I haven't seen much of him, and it's a bit unfair. It's a bit unfair in this team. But Garnachos and the Anthonys and the Bruno Fernandes, I just do not have any space for them in my brain at all. Like I just do not care for those players because they are the epitome of arrogance. And to be arrogant and a Man United team that aren't winning and aren't successful, mate, again, cow's opinion. Like, it doesn't matter how arrogant you are crap, mate. Like, you are not offering anything, you know? So,
and they're weak, though. I think these guys are weak individuals. If they're arrogant like that when they're losing, can you imagine what they're like if they're winning? And and you say, like, when we use the arrogance term, it's nice to have a bit of arrogance, but if you back it up with winning, if you're not winning, you just get your head down, you just start working hard. You don't try to be a cocky little bastard. And I agree with you 100% on all 3 players that you mentioned. I just think they're way bigger than what they are. I used to think Martinez or whatever his name was, the centre back who got injured, the little 3 guy, the little 3'5" man. He was again.
He was the best defender, though.
He was their best, but he was an awful as well. Very arrogant, thought he was better.
Arrogance, for sure. However, though, I will say this about Lisandro Martinez. You know, at points last season when he was playing, Man United were doing quite good. Like, as in, you know, they shored up the back line. Fair enough, you know, he was a bit of a twat, a lot of a twat, to be honest. But he backed it up with some performances, though. You know what I mean? And he was a bit of a butcher, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He was a bit of a butcher. Yeah.
And then him and Mason Mount.
Sometimes it's needed, though.
It is needed.
Because then players aren't going to run at him and think, oh, he's 4 foot, so I can just take him on. I can take the piss out. Boom.
I get that. You make a very good point, but for me, I just couldn't stand him. I didn't think he was that good. I didn't think he played well for Man United, and that back 4 he did well. You made a good point. I don't remember him being well for Man United. But then again, I didn't watch much Man United last season.
I'm glad that we
crying about Chelsea's fucking season.
You had your own problems.
I had my own problems. I didn't look outside. You know, I'm not throwing stones when I lived in a glass house. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's a good way of putting it. To be fair, yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
But listen, should we spend a couple of minutes on Newcastle because we've done a
I think we're going to spend a little bit longer than 2 minutes on Newcastle, to be honest.
Yeah, a bit longer for you
because we don't really have much else.
The curse for him? Why are you going to lift it for him? You've absolutely fucking crushed them since that Arsenal victory. They've just gone downhill. Apart from being Man United and Chelsea, like when it really mattered, like the Champions League has just gone shite for them.
They fell. They really did. And I will
even in Europe.
No, that's it. That's it. Not even in Europe. And again, I will use the same argument that I used with Man United. It's the fact that they, by the end of that match, or by that time the second half started, Milan were like, oh shit, okay, so these guys are going to use a high line against us. They just want to attack. All right, cool. And again, Milan could have actually won that fucking match. They had 2 of the best chances I've ever seen, and it was one post and the other one was like, he just completely fucking screwed it. And I'm like,
it's all the post one, yeah.
I could not believe what I was seeing. Oh, sorry, that was it. It was Theo Fernandez. He was open on goal. Instead of just passing it through down the center, no, he decides to do a little placed fucking pass / shot, and it just completely wide. I was screaming at my phone because that's why. And do you know what? After those moments, I was like, do you know what, Milan, right? If Newcastle score here, they deserve to fucking win because you have just thrown this away. And again, 1-on-1 with the keeper to hit the post, it was just unbelievable.
I couldn't believe Leao hit the post there 1-on-1 with the keeper. I don't know what he was doing either.
It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be.
In a way, after it was good that Newcastle were there, but they're just not ready for Champions League, not just yet. Like, no disrespect to Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Howe.
Oh, here we go. We start again with Eddie Hearn. It's because the boxing is on soon, isn't it? The boxing
is irrelevant, man. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, that's it. Literally moot point. But Eddie Howe, he's not an elite manager. He might be with practice and with time, but can Newcastle really afford to give him the time? Because Newcastle finished fourth last year. This year, I don't think they're going to make fourth. Villa are too strong.
Yeah,
and obviously Spurs beat them, and Spurs, let's say when Spurs get Maddison and other players back, and we talked on Spurs, if they do so well, back the manager in January. So yeah, it's going to be tough for him, and I feel like Eddie might call upon him to kind of be like, come on, Ed, you've had enough now. Come the end of the season, we can't trust you with another transfer kitty. It is your time to go. But then, who do they bring? Because these guys have got money. Remember, you thought Abramovich had money when he first came into Chelsea. These mandems, whew.
But they're doing it the smart way, though, Rick.
Buying it all. No, they have to, because FFP is stopping them.
Yeah. Which is good. Look, it's good.
And it's fair, but
it's good for the rest of the league.
I suppose it's not fair for Newcastle fans, because they're like, where was FFP when City did it, or where was FFP when Chelsea did it? Do you know what I mean? So to them, they're going to see like an injustice in that, but to the rest of us, we're like, oh, thank fuck for that. Because you imagine, in a way, you're like, as a football fan, you think to yourself, fuck, I could have had Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, flipping Zidane, coming back, and they can't do it, but they could have done. They could have offered some serious money, because these
they could have.
It looks like they've got the the boxing, the golf, all of it. They're just buying everything.
Everything's happening over there, yeah.
Everything's happening over there, yeah. But yeah, as an owner, would I trust Eddie Howe with I knew I just had something to move up. Would I trust Eddie Howe with another transfer kitty and bringing players in? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not if I'm looking to go places. But then again, you've got to do your research and think, who'd you bring in?
This was the season really for Eddie Howe to really prove himself. And again, the Champions League, that was from last season. You achieved that from last season. Like this season, you should have at least made it out the group stage. And considering you beat PSG heavily in your first match. And again, every single fucking person, myself included, yourself included, who were like, holy shit, Newcastle are going to fucking do great here to smash PSG. But then you forget that PSG are not that good. Literally, you take Mbappe out of that team, just one player, they will crumble like feta cheese, bro. Like feta cheese, they will crumble. You know what I mean?
I totally No, I totally get it, bro. I totally get it. I think what it is, though, as well, I think for Newcastle, let's give them a bit of credit, is they've got a lot of injuries, but still.
They do. I was just about to say
you're at home. I know, but and the thing is as well, it's a bit of bad luck in buying Tonali, and obviously, I'm thinking of the memes you sent when the news broke out that obviously he's there, and I remember you saying with different. Anyway, let's move on. The meme is there. We might put it on social media because we've got a Facebook page now. We'll put it on there. But yeah, it's all used for that. But no, it's still they need to replace them. They need to replace certain players, and we'll see again. But for me, I genuinely think Eddie Howe is going to get sacked probably come maybe summertime. They'll be like, we're going to part ways. We're going to look at different directions, because they got a taste for Champions League, and if they don't get Champions League or Europa League, not conference, I mean Europa, they're going to be like, listen, Eddie, you're going to have to say goodbye to you unless you win some silverware. If he wins an FA Cup, maybe, and then obviously I think we play them soon as well. Chelsea play them in the Carabao Cup, I think next Wednesday it is.
It's the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it's the Carabao Cup, or whatever it's being called nowadays.
Yeah, no, it's the same energy drink. They haven't changed it just yet.
They haven't changed it.
By the way, I've said this before, like I've never seen a can of Carabao like energy drink at all anywhere. Where the hell do you buy these things? I don't even know.
I don't know. I know they sponsored Chelsea like when their training closed last year or 2 years ago or something. But then, I don't know. But no, to be fair, they've got Fulham next in the Premier League, Newcastle, so obviously they'll look for a response there. It's at home again. The crowd might be up for it. Fulham coming back after that 5-0 victory against West Ham. They've had more rest. Newcastle just look tired. They don't have the squad. They don't
have the depth at all.
They don't have the depth. They don't have the depth.
I mean, you were saying about them the injuries, but when you actually look at the team, they have got the best players available to them, apart from Nick Pope. To be fair, they've got the Bruno Guimaraes, they've got Tonali. Fair enough, okay, but again, not enough for him to be missed. Do you know what I'm saying? As in, like last year, did they have Tonali last year? They didn't have Tonali.
No, they didn't have. He only came in this summer.
So I'm saying, like, not enough of Tonali. Like, we haven't seen enough of him for him to be missed, or for us to consider him. But they've got all the best players on the team. Obviously, I'll agree with you that they don't have the depth. You know, they can't.
No,
bring
they
anyone
haven't.
off the
They can't
bench.
do that. But we'll see what they do
Defenders.
now. Now there's no Europe to them, and there's what's it called? There's another transfer window coming up. Let's see what they do from now till the end of the season.
They need to replace Tonali.
I'm happy to be proven wrong, by the way. I do enjoy Newcastle. It's a northeast team. I'd love them to do well. Do you know what I mean? Just I've said to you before, I know you've got different agenda now that they fucked your team
This
over.
season. This season only. This season only.
right?
It's for
After
one
this
season only.
All right, one season only. Then you draw the line.
Then that's it. We start afresh.
I hope they do well. I hope they do well. And again, I don't want to call for any manager to lose their job, but I'm just being real here. I'm not trying to do clickbait and be controversial. I do think, as an owner, there's a very good chance that if he doesn't do anything,
and he knows that. I think he knows that. I think he knows that.
Be like packing his bags. And yeah, you're right. I think he knows that. I do think he knows that. But some of the players he's brought in, like Livramento and Lewis Hall, and maybe they were restricted by the financial fair play. But you got to think to yourself, come on, mate, like get some decent players in. Now you need to get some players with Champions League experience. Livramento came from Southampton. Lewis Hall didn't even feature for Chelsea and he came to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need some Champions League experience now. I know he had that with Tonali, but he needed something. Almiron is not firing. This is another problem he's got. Almiron's not scoring the goals he scored last season. This time last year, Almiron was banging him in for fun, wasn't he? Yeah, especially before the World Cup.
He missed an absolute howler last night when he should have taken it with his right foot, but he decided to let it run across to his left foot. And then who was it? And then Tomori came in with a tackle, which was like, by the
Chelsea
way,
Academy lad, quality defender.
Can I just a quick mention of Tomori? Right, he had an absolute immense game last night. Immense of a match, and for the life of me, and I don't know, because the more I question it, the more I'm going to start going and saying, right, how in the fuck is Harry Maguire picked over him for an England team? I will just never know. I will never. Even if Gareth Southgate came out and explained it to me, I still will not understand it. Like, no comprende, señor. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, look.
Wow, so my guy said it's 3 languages. If you didn't get it first,
3 languages. So I'm just, I just don't get it. But yeah, immense player, and I cannot wait for some Premier League team to buy him.
See how you feel like
He's
now,
incredible.
Right? That's how I feel, and that anger I still have with Frank Lampard. As much as Lampard did well for us in terms of where he had no choice because we had the transfer ban, and he brought Tomori on, but then he sold him the moment he had the opportunity to buy players. He sold Tomori, and I was thinking, bro, like, why have you sold this guy? He clearly looks decent. Like, he looks very, and he's a young guy, and it's going to show now playing at Milan regularly. He's a quality defender.
I'm glad that he got sold, to be honest.
I'm
glad that he got sold.
I'm just sad. I get it. Like, he should have been kept on, and just like these young players is what we should have kept. You know, like we kept Chalobah. No disrespect to Chalobah, he's not Tomori, bro.
Yeah, disrespect. Yeah, definitely disrespect on that one. Yeah, no, I can't agree with you on that one. I'm afraid.
These are my players. I can't do that.
No, you're. I'm glad as an England follower in the international stage. I genuinely am glad that he's gone out to Milan and obviously proved himself, because he is proved himself, and I don't know what else he needs to fucking do for him to get picked for the England squad.
If he didn't get a chance at Chelsea, like if really wasn't like in Lampard's plans, then good on him. You know, what's the point of going into the loan cycle for Chelsea? Go to Vitesse or go here and go there. Yeah, he must have not quickly plans, exactly.
That's it. Like, so I'm glad.
Damn it. But no, you're right. Like, why does he get ahead of some of these England defenders now? It's just like Gareth clearly does not pick, because if you're really going to pick players on form, you would go Ben White or Kyle Walker, whichever one out of the two, or even Ben White as a right centre back, Tomori left centre back, and then your left back would be Shaw or Trippier. That Trippier plays there.
It's definitely Trippier. Yeah, it's
Trippier. But if Luke Shaw plays, I'd prefer a left footer there rather than Trippier. Trippier just can't seem to cross with his left. He's always going into his right, play against some team.
True, but if you've got someone like a Declan Rice, come on, let's just be realistic. Do you know what I'm saying? If you've got someone if you've got Declan Rice in front of you, like in the England squad, if you've got Declan Rice in that CDM role, then you're going to be safe with Trippier running up and down the field and running that midfield like a Zinchenko role, because that guy can pick a pass.
Ricey's on it like Ricey for me.
He can pick a pass like Trippier, you know? Oh yeah. too good. And he actually plays centre back.
Can pick and pass as well. He's very good at it. So, but for me, let's go with that. Then let's go with Trippier at left back. But that would be the English strongest back four on form. I think so, particular form right now, on form and play regularly. There'd be and tomorrow would offer something else as well. The experience of playing abroad, playing against different strikers, not just like the Premier League strikers. Champions League and so on. He's very versatile. He's very quick. He's good in the air. He's strong.
Such a good player. Honestly, I would love for Arsenal just to even be linked with him. Not even buy him, just to be linked. Yeah. Just so I know that. He would
come instantly. If it's a London club, he'd come. If it's a team like Arsenal, though.
In my head, it would be like, oh, okay, so if Arteta thinks he's that good and he's linked with him, then our opinion actually matters. As in, like, not to them, but like, as if we are talking sense because our eyes are not deceiving us.
Confirms that.
It confirms it. That's it. It confirms it. So, honestly, I really want to see him in the Premier League because I just want to see him play day in, day out, like week in, week out, because I really think he's a fantastic defender. And last night just proved it. Oh, my God, he proved it. Well, you're right. In the air, he was brilliant as well. Saved the potential goal from Newcastle. But I think Almiron should have definitely scored that at the beginning. Just go with your right foot, mate. It's right there in front of you. You could literally, it was a tap in. It was less than a tap in.
I hate those plays, though. I hate those plays who are like, oh no, I'm not going to roll my body. You just give the defender an extra second. You think to yourself, why have you done that? Just tap it in with your weaker foot, so-called weaker foot. But at this level, Champions League, elite football, you shouldn't really have a weaker foot to the point where you don't feel confident enough to just take a shot with your so-called weaker foot in air quotes.
It's not even a shot. It was literally just directing the ball into the goal.
But I didn't watch it. Once again, I watched them score the goal, and then after that, again, I was like, no. And then I saw the Liao miss because I kept watching flicking between the channels, and I watched bits and bobs, but I didn't watch it fully because it just doesn't hit different. It hits different when there is no Stamford Bridge and those nights UEFA Champions Leagues at Stamford Bridge, and it looks like it's not going to be for a long, long time.
But you better get cozy where you are right now, bro.
Fucking cozy, bro. I'm very comfy right now with this 15 tug around me at the minute because it's a chilly night.
It's chilly evening. Yeah. We've got 13.5 tug on our bed, so it's good. 15, it's nice and warm.
15, right? And it was like, now we changed it to 13.5, 15. The missus says it's too much, it's too warm, and I'm like, oh mate, I don't know what we've gotten talking to about bedding and covers, but honestly, that's where I'm at.
So just to wrap it up on the Newcastle and the Champions League really over the week. I'd say it's unfortunate, but it wasn't, because it was literally up to them. They got very, very complacent by the end. They were like, fuck it, we'll make Europa League. Nah, mate, you can't. The thing is, a team cannot make a certain round or a competition if they have to rely on another team in another match to help them out. Like, it doesn't work like that. Just forget that shit. Because again, Bayern could have just been like, all right, fuck it, United. We're not going to go 100%. We're going to put all our youngsters, score, win the game, and you'll actually make it through. But now Bayern were like, fuck you. We want to embarrass you.
We're going to embarrass you and show you exactly what's going to happen.
It wasn't by the scoreline, but just the way that they played. They like I said to you, the best analogy I could give is literally a parent putting the hand on the kid and the kid swinging around and not be able to reach. That's literally what Bayern did. And then, when they move the hand, because you pressing that much with your head, they move the hand and you sort of fall forward. That's exactly what happened to United. So, but Newcastle, that's unlucky. See you later, bye bye. And I think the curse will be lifted by the end of the season. But
sometime in May, right?
I can't get over it. I can't get over that. I still can't get over it. But should we? Do you have anything else you want to add on, by the way?
Like I said, I haven't watched much of it, so to be honest with you, I'm ready to move on to predictions, and
let's do some predictions.
Continue for Man United.
Please, yes, Ten Hag, stay there as much as you can.
If you're anything like me, my headwear is only New Era caps. New Era is the official headwear provider for NFL, MLB, and the NBA. But New Era caps are not just headwear. They are a global brand of culture, style, and self-expression. I'm a huge fan of rap and hip-hop, and growing up, I used to watch artists sporting the New Era caps. I was mesmerized by the way they used to fit just perfectly. I remember my first ever New Era cap. It was a Blue Jays cap. I lived in Toronto, so it had to be. My favorite from my personal collection is my LA Dodgers. I have two different versions, fitted and the 940. What I love most about New Era is the quality of the product is second to none. I refuse to wear any other brand caps when New Era is available. So if you want to dress like your favorite sports stars and musicians, visit the official website neweracap.com and use code TashMike at checkout for 15% off. That's neweracap.com and use the code TashMike for 15% off.
Just a quick update on the Europa League, by the way. Bayer Leverkusen won 5-1.
And they're on fire, bro. They're on fire.
They are brilliant. And I won't be surprised if it's going to be them and Liverpool in the final, to be honest with you. Where are Liverpool? Liverpool lost. Liverpool lost, by the way. They lost
their final game. They couldn't have a 100% record. I don't know if he put a weaker team out, because obviously he's thinking about Man United on Sunday.
I'm just going to have a quick look now at the lineups. And, oh, shit, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, they had Kelleher in goal, Chambers, Bradley, Konate, and Kwanzaa.
Chambers? Is he still at Liverpool?
Wait, is it the right Chambers? Luke Chambers.
Oh, you're thinking of Chambers. I thought it was like.
You're thinking of Chamberlain, aren't you?
I was thinking of.
Oxley.
No, his name Chamberlain. I was thinking of the Ox. I was like, what? Is he still at Liverpool? What the fuck's he doing?
No. And then in midfield they had Jones, Endo, Elliott, Gordon, Gakpo, and Doc. Kaida Gordon. So yeah, he really went with a weak team, and fair dues to him. He made that experiment, and they lost. It doesn't matter to him. He still made it through.
If anything, he gives those youngsters a game time to see what they're about.
He did, and so anyone else interested? West Ham are winning 2-0 against Freiburg right now, so yeah. Cool. Should I read them out and you want to write them down?
I'm currently writing them down as you speak, broski, so let's go through the predictions. So I'll write them down. I've already got the things down. So come on, let's go Friday night. Nottingham Forest versus Spurs. Yeah, Friday night, because we're recording this on a Thursday, so Friday night.
Right. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to go for a Spurs win, and I'm probably going to go for like a 3-1. I'm going to go put me down for a 3-1 Tottenham.
1-3 Spurs.
1-3 Spurs. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think Nottingham Forest are going to score, so I think I'm going to go 2-0 Spurs.
I like it. I like what you're saying.
Who's next? Then
should we go Bournemouth?
Saturday, Bournemouth Luton.
Bournemouth Luton. Do you know what? I'm gonna do a cheeky little win for Luton on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like I know what you're saying. I'm gonna go 2-1 Luton on this. I really am. 2-1 Luton.
I think it's the other way around. I think it'll be probably 3-1. 3-1 Bournemouth. After they beat United, they'll be on cloud nine. I know you're probably thinking they'll probably underestimate them.
Luton have been performing better than United and more consistently, to be honest. I know the table doesn't show it, but they really have. So
recently Luton, I think they're like.
That's what I'm saying.
Luton have done all right, but yeah, Bournemouth are on fire though, bro. Bournemouth it is like, I think, last so many games. Yeah, the last 5 games have drawn 1 and won 5, and they've really moved out, because they were like relegation. Bournemouth associated, they're not doing well. Look at it, 5 games, 4 victories and a draw. They're more the 14th, same points as Chelsea, just goal difference.
Just goal difference.
It's literally between 11 to 14. It's on the same point. The only thing separating them is goal difference.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it's not looking.
That's why I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1 Bournemouth.
Fair enough.
Chelsea Sheffield.
Chelsea Sheffield. Okay, now this I'm going to go for a draw on this. I'm actually going to go with a. You know what? I can even see like a 0-0 draw, to be honest with you.
I think it's going to be shit as well, bro.
I'm going to go 0-0.
0-0, very likely 0-0. This is the first time I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hate myself for it, but I'm hoping it backfires and I'm proven wrong, but I think we're going to get beat 1-0.
I don't think you're going to get beat by Sheffield. I know they've got the new manager and stuff like that, but I don't think you're going to get beat. I
don't think we're going to get beat by Nottingham Forest, and we got beat 1-0. A mistake, got hit on the counter, and we controlled the whole game, and then what's his name? Caicedo made a mistake, and then all of a sudden they were 1-0, and then we got beat 2-0 because they scored. Brentford 1-0 again, similar thing, mistake led to a goal, couldn't break them down, can't score, we don't shoot from outside the box, we don't do fuck all apart from pass it side to side. So and come on, it's Chris Wilder team. He's going to take that defence back, and he's going to say,
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go 0-0.
Yeah, but I think we will make a mistake, and it's going to lead to a goal. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we smash them, but I can't see how. I think it's going to be 1-0 to them. It pains me to say this.
That's fair. I mean, that's the first time I've heard you go against your team, so fair enough. That's ballsy.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's fair. That's it. We're fair people here. You know what I mean? We don't do shit for controversy. So.
Exactly.
Next up, we've got Man City, Crystal Palace at the Etihad, and there is absolutely no way that City are going to lose this match, I'm afraid. I think they are going to go there, and unfortunately for Roy Hodgson, they are going to get absolutely slapped by Man City.
If Haaland is playing, I think this is the time to triple captain him.
Yeah, I
I've
think
got a
so.
funny feeling he's probably going to get like a hat trick or so here. So
he's missed a few goals. He needs to catch up.
He does need to catch up, but if he's fit, I don't know. I'm not going to fall for an FPL, but anybody who does do FPL and is listening to the pod, I'm not going to fall for it. I know he said 50% chance of playing, but I think if I sell him and then I won't be able to buy him, what happened to you? I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm not going to keep him in the team and just let. If he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Although, I'll tell you, because I've got Salah, I think I'm just going to captain Salah. I can see Salah scoring goals against Man United.
I've got vice captain is Salah, but you're right. I think I may need to do a quick little change. Swap over. I think so. But okay, so in terms of scoreline, then I'm going to go with. Oh God, I'm going to go with Palace. I can see them maybe scoring 1, but I'm going to go with a 3-1 City on this.
3-1.
3-1 City on this. Yeah.
I think it's going to be higher than that. I think it's going to be 5-1 City.
Damn, son.
It's not even going to be a game of the week because it's just going to be City controlling and scoring.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's going to.
And plus, Ayu's not playing. Obviously, he played right back because he got a yellow card, 2 yellows last game, and he fucked him over against Liverpool. Was it? Did they play Liverpool?
It was his fault.
Yeah, it was his fault. So
it was definitely his fault. Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one. Next one, then. Let's go Newcastle.
Okay. I'm actually going to go with a high scoring game on this, and I'm thinking like 4-3 Newcastle.
Oh, nice. I was going to go 3-2 Newcastle, but I like yours better. It sounds more of an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna be a bit weak in defence, and Fulham can actually do some damage. But I can't see Newcastle or Eddie Howe losing another game. You know what? Let me have a quick look at the head-to-head on here. So head-to-head, it's not looking good for Newcastle, I'll be honest with you.
Well, Newcastle have only recently got good.
Jesus Christ! Out of the last 8 games, they've lost 5, won 2, drew 1, and I'm talking like all competitions. So I'm gonna go with a Newcastle win, but it's gonna be high scoring. So 4-3 Newcastle for me.
3-2 for me, so I'll put you down for that. Next one.
Very interesting match. Very interesting match, the next one.
Yes, it certainly is, isn't it? So, Burnley, Everton. I'll go first because you went first. I think Everton are going to win. I think Everton will probably win 3-1. I think once again, Kompany's got his days numbered. He probably won't get sacked. They'll probably keep him just so if they go down, they can bounce straight back up and do what Norwich did. But in terms of this, Everton are in high spirit. Everton seem to have this injustice of the 10-point deduction, and they are crawling points back. And they're playing well. Decore is playing well. Onana's come back in the middle. The back four looks solid. Pickford takes the piss. By the way, I can't stand him when he's like a sore winner. Do you know when they're winning and he starts taking the piss? I can't stand players like that. But he's doing all right at the back. So 3-1 Everton for me.
I like what you're saying. And you're right though. And if Everton didn't have that 10-point deduction, by the way, they would literally be 10th right now. They'd be 10th right now. Oh yeah,
that's it, mid-table.
So, I can't really see Burnley winning, to be honest. I mean, the amount of goals they've conceded, and I think I'm going to go Everton win, but I think it's going to be a 1-0 Everton. I think it's going to be 1-0 Everton. I can't really see much more than that because I'll be honest with you, Calvert-Lewin is probably one of the worst players I've ever seen in my life.
He's fucking shite. He's more bothered about his fucking... Once again, though, isn't it like British media hyping up British players? It's particularly English players, not even British players. It's particular English players. And you just think to yourself, like... And okay,
stop doing Gillette adverts.
Once or twice they've been all right? Yeah, exactly. Gillette adverts, fucking everything else. I saw a clip of him the other day saying, I love fashion, and he was wearing a fucking skirt or something. And I'm like, bro, like, just focus on footy. Like, nothing wrong with fashion. Wear your skirts. Do what you want to do. I've got no problem with that. But you're doing too many adverts for your personal gain when your football is fucking shocking. The only reason you got these adverts is because a couple of years ago, you were quite decent and you were scoring some goals for Everton. No, quite decent. Like, when I mean mid-table, quite decent. Because Arsenal were linked with him. Okay. A couple of other teams were linked with him. Yeah, they can't even. Oh yeah, shit. I forgot my team was linked with him. But that's what I mean. And these are the footballers need to remember. By performing on the pitch, you're going to get things off the pitch, the adverts, the endorsement deals. Don't put all your effort into the endorsement. Don't put all your effort in your fucking Gillette and so on and so forth. Put your effort to Everton and scoring goals, and all the other companies will come calling because you become a popular guy, and it's so on and so forth. And he just doesn't. And for me, you're right. He can't see him scoring, but I think Everton have got goals in them.
I think so as well.
McNeil is scoring, Decore is scoring, so that's why I went with 3-1. But right, next one. Arsenal Brighton. I'll go first because it is your team.
Do it.
This is a tough one, Brighton have not been the Brighton that we know, but
I know.
Brighton,
and it's at the Emirates as well.
Yeah, Brighton can beat, but of course they've played midweek. I want to go 2-1 Arsenal for this one. I just feel like you're just too strong at the minute, 2-1. And the fact that you're second, you're just going to start chasing. You're going to play that sort of chasing role better and hunting. Let's call it hunting role, because it's not even chasing. You're going to hunt Liverpool down. So, I think you're going to win 2-1.
I'm going to go with 2-0 Arsenal. We've got a strong back line. We've got a strong defence. Just
keeper,
top, man. Just
it's your fucking keeper.
God,
that's the problem.
Why would you remind me that?
That's why I gave you. That's why I gave Brighton the 1, because obviously Mitoma and all the players that they like to play with, they leave themselves vulnerable at the back.
Mitoma as well. Fuck.
But it's like the battles, individual battles. Arsenal have got the better players, especially midfield where most of this game's going to happen. Declan Rice and even Declan Rice. What's his name? Martin Odegaard will be too much for Billy Gilmore to handle.
Kai
Havertz
will be good.
Kai Havertz is going to play. He'll be decent. So it all depends on how Derby gets them organised. But I think you will win 2-1, and I only think 2-1 because your keeper's probably going to make a mistake.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I'm going to go 2-1 on that as well.
Ferguson is decent. I can't see him being past Saliba, who's been an absolute fucking rock for you.
Monster. He's been a monster, hasn't he? I'll agree with you. Probably down for 2-1, yeah. Probably down for 2-1, yeah. Yeah, you reminded me of Mitoma and Raya, so you're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Yeah, and you think like, oh fuck, one of those is on my team and the other one is on the opposition team.
Shit. Yeah, so with my calculations and my logic and common sense,
Dunk
I think.
Back, by the way, as well. Do we know if Lewis Dunk is back from? Because he got a double yellow, did he? Against, I don't know when he got a suspension.
I'm not sure,
I think he should be back. Yeah, no, I think he's back. And Brighton not doing bad. 26 points. 4 points. 7 points outside the top 4 points behind Tottenham in 5th. So they're doing all right. They're not too bad.
Yeah, I think. Fair enough. I can't argue with you on that one. Next, we've got Brentford Villa. What are we saying on that?
Yeah, see, the thing is, Villa, they do well, and then they can be beaten and they can lose points. So, and Brentford, I think this is a draw. I think this is 1-1 for me.
I'm just looking at the Brentford players that are missing. They're missing Mbuemo and Tony, and I think that's going to really cost them, to be honest. So I'm going to go with the Villa win.
Villa win.
I'm going to go for the Villa win. I'm going to go with maybe like a 2-0 Villa. Actually, I'm going to go 1-0 Villa because they do have players who can score. They've got pacey players, and I don't know if actually Leon Bailey's playing or not. Yeah, so he's not on the injury list. I think they've got players that can really hurt.
He fucking better play because I put him on my fantasy team.
Yeah, Leon Bailey. Yeah, I think Villa win, which obviously doesn't help me at all. But on my team. But Villa win. I'm gonna. Yeah, what did I say? 1-0.
You said 1-0. Yeah,
I'll go 1-0 on that one.
Next one, West Ham Wolves.
West Ham, they're winning now in midweek, so that means they are going to lose on the weekend. So I'm going to go with the Wolves win, and I'm going to go with a. Do you know what? I'm going to go with a cheeky little 2-1 Wolves.
Wolves. I thought Wolves as well. I feel like Wolves are doing all right, unless there's again another controversial decision against them, which seems to be, and then they end up drawing. But yeah, I'm 2-1 as well. And then the big game of the week. Anfield versus
classic. It's a classic one,
Oh, it's a classic derby, but it's a shame he probably.
I would say.
Is it at Anfield or?
It's at Anfield. It's at Anfield. Yeah.
Last time they met, I think it was a 7-0.
That was the drubbing, yeah.
Triple captain Salah. They're going to get smashed again. I'm telling you now. They are getting.
Whatever you do, don't put any Liverpool defenders or the keeper, because Liverpool will 100% concede, but they will win that match.
They'll concede, but they're going to win. Yeah. They'll probably concede first or something. But to be honest, I can't even see them conceding. Liverpool have been so strong. So strong. And this game to Liverpool fans, this means everything to them. No, against Man United, they've been strong. I'm talking in the past and stuff. They've been
head-to-heads.
So strong. Head-to-heads, that's what I'm saying. But because I can't see United doing anything. Anthony against, who's he against? Who's the Greek boy that plays for Liverpool at the left back? I forgot his name. Tsimikas. He's got Anthony in the back pocket. I'm telling you right now. Haaland against not Haaland. Fake Haaland. You've got fucking Haaland.
Sorry,
you've got Haaland divided. You've been saying fucking Haaland the whole game. But Højlund, I can't see him doing anything against Virgil. I can't see him finding some space. And I just think up front, the three boys are just unbelievable.
Yeah,
and Gakpo, and midfield, Soboslai, if that's how you pronounce it.
Soboslai, yeah.
And they're just quality. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I think Liverpool are going to win 4-0, to be honest with you. I think they're going to get smashed.
I was going to go 4-1 or 5-1. I'm going to go 4-1. I'm going to go 4-1 Liverpool because I can see like a Garnacho scoring a cheeky one at the beginning and then them buzzing like, oh, look at me, and shushing the crowd, and then they're going to get slapped around.
I've got a feeling
I hope that happens, I'll be honest.
Trent is going to keep him quiet, and this is the one time I'm rooting for Trent.
I mean, I'd root for any player against Man United. It doesn't matter who they are, to be honest. So, yeah, that's no problem. But yeah, I think 4-1. I can't even see it being like a 5-1. But do you know what? That was the initial. Do you know what? I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go 5-1. 5-1 Liverpool. Which, again, does not help my team at all. But it's reality. Unfortunately, they've got a decent run of games. But then again, look. No. 5-1. That's it. There's no more thinking about this and second guessing.
There's nothing else. That's it. Yeah. 5-1. 5-1 it is.
And I can see like a 4-1. I can see Nunes scoring a couple of goals as well. I know he's been misfiring and shit like that, but yeah, I think I can see him scoring. Yeah.
He loves it though. Liverpool players seem to turn up against Man United because obviously there's that huge rivalry and hatred.
Love it. They love it. Yeah.
And they
even for the players, even for the newer players that have just joined the Premier League, they still understand the sort of prospect of that match. Yeah.
Credit to the players, sort of players that have been there. Credit to the manager and credit to the staff at the club to understand what an actual derby means against Man United. So yeah, it's an interesting one. But yeah, no, I've got nothing else.
5-1 on that one. 5-1 on that one for sure.
Anything else for you to want to chat on tonight? I know it's been a bit of a long one.
It's been a long one, but we've discussed Man United in detail and stuff. So
trick daddy.
I think we're going to get copyright for that, so I'll have to beep those out.
It was just snips. It was just snips. So we're just appreciating it. We're not even doing it. We're just appreciating your music, bro. That's it. We're just reminiscing.
Please go to your normal music player for the full version. That's pretty much what we're trying to say.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
But no, Rick, I don't have anything else to add. Obviously, we'll be back on Sunday with the with the results and just a discussion over the weekend's matches. So please do join us for that. Hit us up on Facebook. And,
we're up and running on Facebook.
We are up and running on Facebook, so hit us up on there. We'll start a little group as well. We'll get that shared out.
Give them the name. Give them the name, pal. Let them know the name.
Tash Mike Guys, nothing's changed. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter. Tash Mike Guys, or is it, I think on Twitter is at it's at Tash Mike Guys. I changed it to the actual name.
Sweet.
It's mustache. No, wait, hold on. Let me
get my phone here.
God damn it. I think it's at Mustache Mike's. At Mustache Mike's. But you could just search for Tash Mike Guys and you'll find us. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, find us on any of the social medias and leave us a comment, leave us a review, all that kind of nice stuff. And Rick, if you've got nothing else to add, it's a good night for me.
Yeah, it's a good night for me as well. So thank you very much for listening, everyone. And we'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stay alert. Peace.